It's the weekly show about rAVe with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.
I'm lonely today because it's just me. There's no Steph. Steph is in Iceland, believe it or not, right this very moment at the airport, trying to figure out how to get home. She's been on vacation. She's having a great time. So for today, you just get Gary K and not Steph Beckett. But I'll do the best I can to entertain you today. This is rAVe TV, our weekly TV show. Comes to you live every Wednesday. No matter where we are, we find a way to do it. But when Steph's in the airport and on her way home, I told her I'd do the show by myself. So she helped me out last week. I'm helping her out this week. It's March 22nd. And you're seeing me live on ravepubs.com, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube, youtube.com/ravepubs. So, I was on vacation last week. She's on vacation this week. So this is just the way it is. But hope everybody's doing well. Looking forward to the trade show season. We're going to be counting down to, we have some events coming up. We have Enterprise Connect coming up. Then we've got NAB, and we've got a security show. We're going to do ISC West, and then we're going to do InfoComm, and InfoComm is going to be in June. But before that, we've got a bunch of events that we are doing with a bunch of our partners. One of the first I want to talk about is an event that's going to come to you live that I'm going to be hosting with LG Europe. Actually, it's a global LG event, I should say, but it's primarily driven by the team in Europe. We're going to be talking about how transparent OLED is more than just a display technology. It's really sort of like a digital architecture. It allows you to put content where content can kind of appear out of nowhere, because you can replace a pane of glass with a display and have augmented content wherever you want that content to be. We're excited to be part of this. It's going to be on March 28th. You can actually scan that QR code that's in the corner of the screen right here, and you can register for that LG event. You can register now. If you're watching anywhere else, you can also go to the link that was just popped in there. For those of you who are, hopefully you're watching me on LinkedIn. We've had some LinkedIn issues this morning. If LinkedIn's working fine, then you're seeing me live on LinkedIn. Otherwise, if you're seeing me in other places, you can scan that QR code, or you'll see in the comments area below, we'll drop in the links of everything we talk about today. Another thing I want to talk about is we have opened up our Reader's Choice Awards for the nomination phase. So the way this works is we have two phases to our Reader's Choice Awards annually. We are the only publication that does awards you cannot pay for. You cannot buy an award. Everyone else, you can buy an award, but for us, you cannot. The way ours works is you can nominate a brand. You can nominate your brand in any category. You can even nominate your own product in a category if you want. It's open nominations. We don't seed the categories with specific brands that paid to be there. They're open. So when you go there, they're blank. They don't even suggest categories or products to you other than the name of the award. So we give you approximately 30 award names, and you put in whatever you want there. That's the first phase. First phase ends at the end of this month. Second phase starts when you vote on the ones that are the top 3 or 4 in each category. We'll put at least 3 in each category, 4 if there were a lot of nominations for 4 products. So that's the second phase. So that's going to happen. That's actually happening now. So I want you to click on that link that's dropped in social, if you're on social, or scan the QR code and vote on the Reader's Choice Awards. It's one of the coolest awards because it comes from all of our readers, and in the past we've had thousands and thousands of votes for this awards, a set of awards, and we're excited to bring them to you. It's the only time we ever let you vote on what you think is the best. So it's a one-time-a-year kind of thing, and we'll announce the award winners right before InfoComm, and we'll do some cool things at InfoComm to celebrate them. In the meantime, one of our partners probably should win an award is Shure. Shure has done some really cool things with products this year. They've done some amazing new things with products. But what I want to talk about is sort of what's going on with their STEM program. They're helping, there's a lot of initiatives in the industry right now to sort of close the gap in diversity, the gap in male versus women disparity of pay, and a lot of other things. But one of the areas that they see as future growth potential for them is getting more technical people in our industry. So they have a STEM program that they're supporting that you can get, you can be a part of. We wrote an article about it on our website. You can scan that QR code to find out more information about that today. And congratulations to Shore for doing that. Speaking of new technology or technology in general, this month is AI month here at rAVe. We're spending the whole month of March just talking about AI and how AI is infiltrating our industry. And thanks to our partner, Sony, we want to know what you know about AI and what you don't know about AI. So we've put together a survey that literally takes only a few minutes to take. And it just asks you if a dozen questions about what you do and don't know about AI, because AI is sort of this scary concept. If you click the link or scan the QR code, you can take that survey. We are actually giving away some gift cards randomly to people who take the survey, but more importantly, help us help you. Help us know what you do and don't know so we know what to write about. We want to know what kind of content you're interested in. We want to know what you know about AI. And just as an example of this, just as a little example of this, there's an article we've already posted on AI being used in our market. There's a few of them that are out there. We've already done one session, believe it or not, on AI. So as an example, we did our AI and digital signage session earlier this month. And that session's already up. So we're doing part of the sponsorship that we have with Sony is we're doing 3 different sessions, like AI and Pro AV, AI and digital signage, and AI in the future of our industry. That session was already done. The digital signage session was already done. You can scan that QR code, click that link, and you can go watch that session. It talks all about how AI is being used in digital signage. So you'll understand more about AI and not feel like it's this nefarious subject that we should all be scared of or that it's negative about. By the way, if you want to participate in any of these AI events that we're doing in the month of March, it's easy to do. You can just register for them on LinkedIn. We actually made it really easy for you. We actually created an event on LinkedIn, and all you have to do is go to LinkedIn to register for that. And you'll get notifications when we actually have, when we put that content live, because we're randomly putting content live. Every Thursday we put those sessions live, those 3 video sessions we're going to do. Wow, my nose and eyes are all of a sudden itching. It's really bad allergies here in North Carolina right now. So we're doing the digital science session. We're doing a Pro AV session, and we're doing a future of the industry sessions. Those debut every Thursday, but we're also writing a bunch of articles about AI. So if you want to get notification of all of these things, you can go to LinkedIn now and sign up for AI month notification. So I don't know if we have a graphic on that or not, but you can click the link that is in, you scan the QR code or click the link that actually appears in the comment section of whatever social media platform you're on, or go to LinkedIn, click on events and type in AI month, right? rAVe or Sony, and it'll pop up. That's another way you can do it as well. Speaking of which, we have a story up now about how AI is being used in UCC applications, specifically cameras. You think about all these cameras we're putting in meeting rooms and classrooms now that are USB connected into computers and are being controlled and are sort of bringing content to the world, or to students that are at home sick, or to drive meetings. There's a lot of AI in those cameras. And if you're wondering sort of how that works and you want to explain that to your clients and you want to understand how the AI is affecting that technology, making it better. I mean, in the case of Sony's cameras, what you can do is you can decide how you want to be framed. So let's say you want to be framed just like me, shoulders to head. No matter where I move, if I was using a Sony with AI camera, the camera would follow me horizontal, pan, right, or tilt, or even zoom. So if I move backwards, it would zoom in to keep me framed that way. If you want a full body frame, the camera would stay in a full body, regardless of where you were. It recognizes your face. So if 2 people come into frame, it still stays on you. If you back up, if you turn around, it'll recognize your body and it'll stay on you, because it's got AI that learns what you look like, learns what you're wearing, learns what you sound like, and keeps following you around the room. That article's on our website now, so you can go check that out. One of those companies that you're going to soon see a lot of AI in their products is rAVe. And rAVe's Pro division is one of our partners, as you can see on the bottom of the screen here. They're one of our sponsors, and they have some new cameras They've got some really cool stuff. I was at the Almo E4 event, and last week they had the TR313V2 camera there, which is a extremely popular camera. It's now certified for Microsoft Teams, and it's also certified for government applications as well. You can learn more about that camera on our website by scanning that QR code, or you can, of course, go to rAVe or rAVe.com. But it's an AI-based auto tracking camera as well. So it's another example of how AI is being used in our industry. So if you kind of want to learn more about that, here's a graphic that shows you sort of how the camera has the ability to set itself up in different applications and sort of follow you and do some camera tracking. And it can do it even in large rooms, be set up all the way in the back of a lecture hall like this, and still zoom in and just capture the attention for the remote students, capture the attention of the presenter. So there's a lot of news this week. There's a lot going on in our industry, and a lot of new product launches. A lot of them are ahead of NAB. Like NAB we're going to be covering NAB as well. I don't know if I mentioned that up front, but we're going to be going to NAB. Our launch sister publication here, Launch, they'll be covering NAB because we're going to be focusing on all the emerging technologies at NAB rather than the plain old broadcast stuff. But there's a lot of new products being introduced ahead of NAB. One of those is guess who's added NDI codecs to their cameras? Marshall MXL has started adding NDI codecs to their cameras, even the POV cameras as well. Which is cool because now you have control over the network and you have the ability to send that content wherever you want to send it, and sort of like standardized communications there. So you'll see that if you're going to NAB. If you're going to Enterprise Connect, or you're going to potentially any of the education shows coming up in the next few months, you're going to see the new ViewSonic 105-inch 21:9 aspect ratio view board. And they've added a bunch of educational software. It's primarily designed for education, but it can be used in meeting room applications as well. It's 21:9 aspect ratio. ViewSonic's doing some great things recently. They're making some, ViewSonic's never was anyone's top 5 as a display company. If you mention display companies, you never think of ViewSonic in that top 5. There's a lot of potential there, and they've got some new products. You should check them out. QSys, one of those big up and coming control system companies, right? I mean, they all of a sudden got into the control system market, has added a new mic system with proximity sensor. So it can turn on and off based on whether or not there's people in the room, right? So, because it's battery operated and you want to save the power on that, but it can also tell how many people are in the room and focus the mics based on who's in the room and who's talking at any moment in time using proximity motion sensors. So you can check that out on our website at ravepubs.com. All of these stories can be on RavePubs. And by the way, our search is awesome now. We've redesigned our website, redesigned our search. We'll talk more about that a little bit later this spring, but our search is way better than what we ever had before. And if you want to find any of these stories, you can always type in the brand names. In the top right corner, you'll see a little search icon that looks like a magnifying glass, the standard search icon. You can click on that, type in a brand name, type in anything I'm talking about today, AI month. You can type in ViewSonic, you can type in QSys, you can type in Gary K. You can find whatever it is I'm writing about if you do that as well. So next product, we already covered these products earlier this year, but Epson earlier this year introduced about 12 new projectors. They're now shipping 10 of those 12 projectors, including the new BrightLink series, which are those short throw projectors for interactive applications where you want to do like digital whiteboarding and things like that. Those projectors are now shipping, as long with their new digital signage projectors are now shipping. So 10 of the 12 that they introduced earlier this year are already shipping, which is pretty awesome. We talked about those projectors in and around ISE. They were introduced in February, and here it is, the end of March, and they're already shipping. You can learn more at ravepubs.com. So Legrand AV is doing their road show again. It's back. That started in 2022. In fact, we were at the very first debut of the road show truck. They're on the road again, and they've got a whole bunch of new stuff for 2023. And I don't know if we have a video or if we have anything to tell you about this, but you can learn more about it and you can sign up for it and see where they're going to be at legrandav.com/roadshow, legrandav.com/roadshow. But I'm sure we'll shoot some video at some point in time. We'll have a chance to show you sort of what they're doing for 2023. They'll show you some of the new products. That's where I learned first about the Legrand's new Vadio's new camera technology. Carrie's saying something to me. Oh, we do have a video. I'm sorry, I was wrong. We do have a video that we could show you about Legrand's roadshow truck. So let's run that video now. Okay, so next story. This is interesting. I'm not sure the message behind this, but I'll just tell you the news. Digital Projection announced a price reduction. You don't often see that in our industry, and they're a very high-end projector company, and they announced that they're reducing their prices on a number of projectors that they have. So you should check that out. I mean, that story is on our website. It lists the products and the I don't know if we list the new pricing, but it lists the products that they're cutting the prices on. So I think, you're wanting one of these high-end staging, high-end digital cinema projectors that they have. I mean, we don't often see brands reduce their prices or certainly make announcements about reducing their prices. So that's interesting. And that means they also have stock. They also have inventory. That's pretty cool too, because look, a lot of companies don't have inventory. Audio-Technica is not one of those companies we talk about very much in the install market, and they actually have a ceiling array system that is now certified for Microsoft Teams rooms, and also with the QSYS system. Now, what's interesting about this is, we know about Shure, we know about rAVe, we know about Sennheiser. We don't generally think about Audio-Technica as a room microphone system, but they do have one. It's a ceiling tile system, much like the Shure and the Sennheiser system. So you should check it out if you're looking for a different supplier of that as well. And then we only got one other story this week to talk about that I think is exciting and worth talking about, and that is Avocor finally launched Fuse. They've been talking about for a while, having a cloud-based management platform. Now, if you have Avocor displays and you have them all over your facility, you can manage them with one platform. But also, more importantly, I think this sort of tips the hat at the direction that Avocor is going to go. I think that you'll see them expand out of hardware and into more services and cloud-based services in the future. I don't think that they'll stay specifically in hardware. But one last thing I'd like to mention is that for those of you who haven't been to our website lately, I want you to go check it out and give me some feedback on it, ravepubs.com. We launched the new website without much fanfare. We kind of quietly launched it because we were in the middle of ISE, but I want you to go check it out and see if you agree that it's a lot easier to use, a lot more stuff going on, a lot better use of the real estate. And also the way we're showing trending topics, I think is a lot easier to find, and our search is much better, as I already mentioned. I think you'll like the whole site. So I would love for you to go and check it out at ravepubs.com. Just give me some feedback. You can always email me at gary@ravepubs.com. That's easy to reach me. Just remember that, GARY@ravepubs.com. But I'd love to have your feedback on what you think about our new site. And I promise you, Steph and I will be back together next week, next Wednesday. I know you miss Steph. I know that you'd rather see Steph than me, and you missed the banter between the two of us. I'm excited to see what she did. She went to England and she went to Iceland, which means she had no sun. So we'll see what that was like. But it's kind of cold everywhere anyway. So I don't know that she missed so much, but she was being a tourist. She was having fun. I'm sure she's going to come back with some cool images in museums and places like that where she saw some AV technology. I'm excited to see what she captured on her own and what she noticed. And I hope you will join me next week for rAVe TV, the industry's only live TV show. This is, I think, episode 102. I think 102 episodes now of this show. So it's pretty amazing. We've been doing this for almost 2 years. And I appreciate your loyalty. And, of course, everything rAVe is appreciated. So ravepubs.com. We'll see you at one of these upcoming shows. Certainly most of you, if not all of you, will be at InfoComm. Everyone, thanks for joining me today, and have a great day.
It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary.